So today is a good example of how you just need one big winner, and as long as you keep your losers small, you could end on a positive note. I traded three stocks today, and the first one was on LULU. So this is what I call a second day play. And so Lulu had news on Friday. It beat earnings, it raised its forecast. So it had a big day on Friday. If you look at the daily chart right here, it went from 197 all the way to 205-ish. And I actually traded it on Friday and had a success with it. And I even took it for a swing and got out for a small loss right here. So ignore this red triangle right here. But my first trade on Lulu today was I saw it selling off in the open, and I put a short limit order right here, meaning that I was willing to short it if the price came to this point, to VWAP. And it popped up so fast I got filled on my short. So when I'm shorting, I'm expecting the stock to go down, but it continued going higher, so I stopped out. I got in at 202.02 and I got out at 202.85. So I kept watching it, and then I saw this big red bar just piercing through all the moving averages and closing below VWAP. So I knew that likely there's going to be a lot of profit taking. The people that bought here and had a big profit. So I felt the stock was going to go down, so I placed a short limit order at this price right here, 202.35, right above VWAP, and it came, filled me, and it tested my entry several times, but then it dropped. I covered half of my position at this price right here, which is 199, no 202. So yeah, I covered at 202, and the rest of my position, the plan was to hold it until about 199.50, but that's not what happened here. So if you look at the 5-minute right here, at the 5-minute, I wanted to cover the second half right at the 200. This red line is the 200 moving average, and it looked like the 200 on the 5-minute was holding as support. So I covered the rest of my position right here. It was still a big winner. I wish I would have held it, because after that, if we look on the 2-minute, it just kept dropping and dropping and dropping. But I was able to capture from 235 all the way to 200. So that's about $1.35 move on that. So I'm pretty happy with that trade. The next trade that I made was on Pace. Let's go to Pace. So on Pace, the stock was down about 20% in pre-market, because they adjusted their forecast, the money that they expect to make, they adjusted it. So, but the numbers didn't change by that much. So what I saw was this price right here, this 940, 950 area holding. I saw a triple bottom. Well, more like a double bottom. So I saw this double bottom right here, this price right here, and this price right here. And I saw this as a lower high. So the stock made a low, but it didn't make any more lows. So I bought it right here. I went long right here and I held it. My stop was if the stock came down to this point, I was gonna get out. I bought it here, kept watching it, and it popped up. But I didn't lock in profit because I thought, my hope was that I would sell half at high of day and sell the other half at this line right here, this 1053. But I got out here. I got out at this price because I didn't like these double tails, these at VWAP, and also I saw a big bid on the level 2 for 75. Oh, this same one right here, this 735, this is 73,500 shares on the bid that someone wants to buy. So I got out, and I actually made a hockey mistake here, thinking that I was getting out. I added to my position, and then I just got out completely. But after I got out for a small profit, it popped up. But after that, I kept watching it, and I saw that it was holding VWAP. I took a long right here because this stock is down 19-20%, and the reason is not, well, I mean, we can't say that a reason is not a good enough reason for a stock to plunge, but they just adjusted their forecast. That's not bad news. So I felt that, big buyers were gonna buy it up, and it was holding VWAP as well. So this is what I call the VWAP reclaim. I took a long right here, it dropped, I got out for a small loss. The last trade was on SIG. So let me go on SIG. And SIG, this is a second day play. What I saw was it got above VWAP, came below VWAP, and went above VWAP, but then came back below VWAP. So I shorted it. I shorted it right here, and it popped up on me, so I got out for a small loss. So despite having a loss on SIG, pretty much a break even on pace, and the fact that I had a big winner on LULU, I ended my day green. So the moral of the story is you only need one big winner, and you could take stabs at other stocks and keep your losses small. And one thing that keeps me out of trouble is that if I have two consecutive losses, I have to stop trading. That's why I stopped after my loss on pace, because so the last attempt on pace was a loser, and the attempt on sig was a loser. That's two losses in a row, but the losses were small, and I'm done with my day, and I ended the day green.